Hey guys, it's Mia here and welcome back once again to another vlog style video. And I realized that I have not talked about this yet. I've talked about a bunch of anime, a bunch of shows, a bunch of different cartoons, and I still haven't talked about the animes that started my love of anime. And since I've been a bad reader and have been not reading The Rise of Kyoshi, I figured I'd be done with this already, and I'm only 100 pages in. I've just been getting busy and doing other things, so I haven't been reading. So I figured today I would finally talk about the animes that started my love of anime, even though I thought I talked about this a long time ago. I guess I didn't. I don't know if I talked about it in a different video or what, but I just haven't talked about it. So, the first anime that started it all is probably one that got a lot of people into anime. And I'm pretty sure that everyone to this day is still singing the original theme song because that was the best theme song of this anime ever. And the first anime is Pokemon, the original season. Now, I was really little when Pokemon came out, so to say that I've been a fan of Pokemon forever at this point is true, although I really don't care for the newer generations of Pokemon because I feel like they're running out of ideas and they just want to keep it going because it is still popular and still draws in the market, which I get, I understand that, but I am so tired of companies and show makers and stuff continuing something just because it is that popular, because then it starts to become a shell of its former self. Gigantamax, really? They're literally just giant versions of the Pokemon that you have. It's time to stop, Pokemon, because you're running out of ideas. But I started with the anime. I did not start with the manga. I did not start with the games. But when I got a little older, I started getting into the games. And I think because Pokemon Ruby for the Game Boy was the game that I started out with, it is my all-time favorite Pokemon game, even still to this day, with all the advancements in Mega Evolution. And I'm not a big fan of Gigantamax, if you couldn't tell. But I don't know, there's just something about Pokemon that has stuck with me, and I've talked about Pokemon before, both in my anime collections vlog video and my Pokemon collection vlog video, because people used to ask me, well, you like anime, so what anime do you like? So I went through my entire anime collection, and then everybody's like, well, you talk about Pokemon all the time, do you do more than just collect the Pokemon cards? So I showed my entire Pokemon collection. So if you want to watch that, they are both in my vlog category. So that'll give you more of an insight on my Pokemon. That and my obsession video that is Flareon based, because that is still one of my favorite Pokemon. Or actually my favorite Pokemon. I couldn't tell you why, it just is. Then the second anime was actually Naruto, the first series. Now, I know that a lot of people don't like the original Naruto because it's kind of campy and Naruto's a little ridiculous, but I just love how he goes from being this knucklehead to this, I'm gonna fight for what I believe in no matter what it takes or no matter what happens. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna fight for my friends and I'm gonna fight to keep the ones that I love safe. And I think that he really inspired me in a way, and I love how they do such a good mix of comedy and his knuckleheaded attitude and then his serious, okay, it's time to get serious, I'm gonna take this and take it down good. And then honestly, Naruto Shippuden was his older version, was my first ever anime crush. Because I was like, oh, I don't even remember how old I was, but Naruto from Naruto Shippuden was my first ever anime crush. Now, speaking of Boruto, because I feel like you guys are going to ask me, I have no plans to watch it. Like I said, I did not care much for Legend of Korra. I mean, it was okay, and I bought the whole thing on DVD, but that's only because I love the Avatar The Last Airbender world so much that I wanted to see what they did with it, and I also bought the books, and that's just because I'm a huge fan of Avatar The Last Airbender itself. But with, like, Boruto, I hate that anime gives an older continuation or a newer continuation to the older animes. And they killed off, like, the main character that made the show great in the first place. They killed off the namesake of the show and replaced him with his son. And it's just, I get why they did it, because they wanted the next generation to have a Naruto to look up to, but people that watch the show now without having seen Naruto aren't going to understand the impact that Naruto's death has on not only the characters in that show, but the other audience that have watched the original and then went into Boruto. They're not going to understand because there's so many more episodes, like what, 1,200 episodes that they missed for a reason to love Naruto, and then just all of a sudden to have him killed off so his son could have the spotlight just feels really cheap to me. Like, I get it. He wasn't going to be the Hokage forever, but it felt like he worked so hard toward the goal, and then he was in it for a few years, and then it got tragically ripped away from him, and it just hurts. Like, he pushed himself to the point of death multiple times to fight for what he believed in, to finally have his dream, only to be killed off so his son could have the spotlight, so this story can continue without getting stale. Stop doing that. You don't need to remake or continue with spin-off shows. The show was good in its own right, and it has plenty of rewatch value with as many episodes as there are. Just saying. But those are some of the anime that are actually anime that got me into anime in the first place, was Pokemon and Naruto. Now, I did watch Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was younger, but younger me did not like Yu-Gi-Oh! But I watched it, like, in 2017, 18, and I, like, fell in love with, like, Yugi and Yami and how their connection worked and how they learned to live together and just the whole story of that. But then after that, I think 5Gs was the one that comes after the original. It just felt like it wasn't even close to the original story. And I did not care for any of the characters. I did not care for the setting of where everything took place. It just felt very stagnant and very boring, and the characters did not connect with me like Yugi and Yami and Taya and Joey and Tristan. I don't know why younger me didn't like it. I guess I thought it was for boys more than anything, but a good show is a good show no matter what audience it's for. I mean, I liked Teen Titans Go, and the creators were saying, oh, too many girls are watching this show. It's supposed to be for guys. But, you know, screw you. I like it. I'm gonna watch it. I like a good action show. But yeah, those are the anime that started my anime love of anime. So what are some of the animes that got you started on your anime journey? Because I know a lot of you that watch my channel like anime and shows and movies. So let me know down in the comments below, and I know this video is short, but I hope to see you next time. Bye guys!